Greetings, Mr. Miners class. The domino theory. The United States government's policy of containment hoped to stop the spread of communism. Although the U.S. opposed colonialism by France in Indochina, they also did not want it to become communist. With the fall of China to communism and the invasion of South Korea by the Communist North, President Truman backed military aid to the French in Indochina in hopes of stopping communist expansion. Later, President Eisenhower described the domino theory that used the analogy of dominoes. If one country fell to communism, the surrounding countries would also fall. After the defeat of the French at the Dien Bien Phu, the United States supported an anti-communist regime in South Vietnam, first with military and economic aid and later with advisors and American troops. 58,000 American lives were lost, over 300,000 Americans were wounded, and an estimated 1.9 million military and civilian deaths occurred during the Vietnam War throughout Indochina. This conflict was and is one of the most controversial wars in United States history. To inspire a massive effort to save Vietnam, it was necessary to predict that a massive disaster would result if Vietnam were allowed to fall, great danger or even certain doom for a whole string of countries, most of which did not border on Vietnam. This prediction was given the name domino theory, after President Dwight D. Eisenhower's classic statement of it at a press conference on 7 April 1954, "Finally, you have broader considerations that might follow what you would call the falling domino principle. You have a row of dominoes set up, you knock over the first one, and what will happen to the last one is the certainty that it will go over very quickly." The domino theory was a theory during the 1950s to 1980s, promoted at times by the government of the United States, that speculated that if one land in a region came under the influence of communism, then the surrounding countries would follow in a domino effect. The domino effect suggests that some change small in itself will cause a similar change nearby, which then will cause another similar change, and so on in linear sequence, by analogy to a falling row of dominoes standing on end. The domino theory was used by successive United States administrations during the Cold War to clarify the need for American intervention around the world.